Get ready to play the most amazing squad-based Marvel... Yeah, I'm not doing this the entire video. That's unsustainable. Guys, today we are playing Marvel Strike Force. But if you've seen the last video that we did for Marvel Strike Force... By the way, this is brought to you by Scopely. Thank you, Scopely, for sponsoring the channel. And if you've seen the last one, you may have gotten a bit overwhelmed. This account is my main account. We are level 105 here. We got all kinds of crazy units like coming out of the woodwork, so many things. I even saved up 100 million gold specifically to build things for the Marvel Strike Force videos. And then Scopely's like, you should do a video that caters to new players because we want people to understand and not just get overwhelmed. So that's what we're going to do today. We're not using this account. We are going to use a brand new account, and we're going to show you all the ins and outs for a beginner to start playing Marvel Strike Force. So the first step for new players is to simply download the game, and you can do that by either using the link in the description or the QR code on top of my head that I feel is about to come crashing down and smash me in the face and give me a concussion. For some reason, I feel like you'd be entertained by that. Before we go any further, I do want to mention that there is a brand new promo code. It is a limited time code to get 5 new units. So, to celebrate Marvel Studios Thunderbolts, Marvel Strike Force is giving away 5 powerful characters for free. Use the promo code Bucky to unlock Red Guardian, Yelena Belova, Ghost, Winter Soldier, and Taskmaster for free. Also, for a limited time, you can unlock Ironheart in celebration of the upcoming Marvel television show Ironheart. 5 free units. Ridiculous, in addition to all the other stuff you get. Wild. Beginning of the game. Let's go. It's been so long since I've seen the beginning of the game. There's going to be all this. There's actually a lot of story here that I skip, because you know I skip it. I skip every story in every game. I think I might have actually seen some of the story at the very beginning. So let's see what we got going on here. But you can't skip. Why you can skip later. I guess you just can't skip in the very, very, very beginning. All right, let's kick these bad guys in the face. Spider-Man basic ability. So one of the Spider-Man teams is really strong, but the OG classic Spider-Man, not one of the more OP of the Spider-Man. There's a lot of Spider-Man in this game. Spider-Mens. There's a lot of. There's a couple Daredevils. There's a couple Thanos, and they're not all. They don't all work in the same teams with the same synergies. So that's one thing that I want to note. If you grab pieces from one Spider-Man, it's not the same as another Spider-Man. Like, for example, Spider-Man 2099 or some of the other ones. Oh, 500. So that's basically the primary resource in the game, and you can use that to refill your energy. You can use that for things in the shop. Personally, you can use that to refresh the shop. So I mainly use that to refill energy, and I only use it when energy refills are 50, sometimes 100, but anything further than that, I don't. Here's another thing that you can do with power cores is you can use them to summon effectively, and you can summon shards of the different units. So we got Luke Cage, 45 shards of Luke Cage. How much is it to actually grab him? I forgot how much. I don't even use him. There's a decent team with him in it, but I haven't been using him since like the first couple weeks of the game. There's just so many other good. There's a lot of units. There's a lot of other good units as well. So let's fight here. Yeah, let's grab hero characters. It's usually a little bit faster than this, but all of my tablets are synced together. So I tried using a secondary iPad for a brand new refresh of the game, and it's like, oh, we pulled your account from the Apple Store. I'm like, how do I not have that synced so I can use that for a brand new playthrough? Sadly, I cannot. We don't need to heal, so the second ability is a, oh, you guys can't see too much of it. Second ability is a heal, though, which we don't need to use just yet. That's a medic unit. So let's taunt. And we will do... I'm hoping a ×2 speed we get soon. Because you know me, and I'm impatient. As nice as the animations are, I am impatient with literally everything. So we can heal here. There we go. I'll move my face a little bit. I'd move my face more in the frame, and then I'm like, It's always a little bit in front of the skill icons, no matter what game. So this is for skill ups. I mean, not skill ups. It's for XP. That's just a tiny amount of XP though. Goes green, blue, purple, and orange. It's standard RPG though. Standard RPG colors of the power levels of things. Yeah, let's train. Let's give him some. Yep. Give him some training modules. Oh, they don't want us to do too much. So it's fairly easy to get units, and then the more pieces you get of each unit, the stronger you can level the units up, and the stronger that they become. And then you also have to get equipment for the units. But it's not like RNG. So if you guys are tired of the RNG, that might be a nice little bonus for you. It's not like you have to, oh, this piece of gear has more speed than that, and there's not enough of this stat, there's not enough crit rate, there's not enough crit damage on this piece of gear. Like, all the gear is the same. Like, if you upgrade Spider-Man to a certain level, and your opponent that you're fighting against upgrades Spider-Man to the same level, like, the stats are the same. So it's about the synergies, and it's about tactics more than it is about hoping you get a better piece of gear. So that is nice. I think one of the keys is just to be patient and be very particular about what team you want to build. You can't, I mean, you can try to build everything at the same time, but it's going to be very frustrating. And I would strongly recommend to build things one team at a time. So, and prioritize the teams that, are easy to get from farming different levels. This way you can kind of guarantee them. Let's do it taunt, fine. Hopefully we get the ×2 speed soon. We can always fast forward a little bit. We can play this, go through the story a little bit, and come back when we get the ×2 speed. We are here now in the daily objectives. We just had to download a handful of things, so I figure let's not do the video of downloading things. We are here in the Heroes Assemble missions, and all of these different levels. Oh, we got a hold on. We got. Do we get shards? Oh my goodness, this is really. Oh, well, it's the day one for everyone. Day one unlock. Yeah, let's get Nightingale. Mockingbird. Why do you call her? It's a bird. They're the same thing. It's not the same thing. This is actually a decent. I really liked her at the very beginning because she's a decent damage dealer. So let's do this. And let's. Oh, we don't have the gold just yet. The tiniest amount of gold, yeah. And now we do have the gold. And let's see what we have in our. So this is our store. And like I said, you can use these over here, these power cores, to buy. We did the summon for Luke Cage for them because that's the game. You know, makes you do certain things at the very beginning. I wouldn't recommend grabbing any of these. These are gonna be super easy to pick up just from doing the adventure. I will grab some premiums though. So I mean, we already have these premiums, so I don't like to use Cosmo. And Sabretooth, a couple pieces, but I suppose we'll use Cosmo just because he's a puppy, because he's a dog, and that's why if I don't use him, my wife will get angry and divorce me. That's the act that this is how marriage works, guys. I don't know if you know that. If she says use the puppy dog in the battles, we're using the puppy dog in the battles. We got this so this is a nice thing to make sure that you log in every so often, like a couple times a day, and these will replenish to 2. But then after 2 you don't get any more. So anytime you have 2 there, grab them. We get some Hulk pieces. But yeah, let's rank up. Very nice. And then we will put this piece of gear on her. And as soon as we get the rest of this gear, and it'll show us exactly all the different places to get all these different stages that we can grab this gear in. Super easy to get these at the very beginning. Super easy to also level these things up at the very beginning. At the last levels, these are the ones that are kind of more challenging. You have to be very deliberate in what you do. So yeah, I wouldn't upgrade, just go crazy upgrading those last levels just yet. I mean, it's going to take a while to actually grab the materials for them, though. And we can't upgrade anything to a level that is higher than our player level. As I try to do it. Lols. Level 4 to equip. Okay, so we are... I guess we're good. Right now we just need to go through... Oh, daily objectives. Equip 1 piece of gear. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, no. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. All right, let's go here and let's grab... Go through some of these campaigns. And a couple nodes on here are going to have... Like, we can get Black Panther here. Black Panther shards. We can have... Isn't there another one? Yeah, Punisher here. And right now we just have... You know, a couple random units, but ultimately we want to build out some teams. So we can go here to squads, and these are different teams that the game recommends. This is actually a new one, this Accursed, and Thunderbolt is another new one. Vigilante's kind of new. It's like from a month or 2 ago. Starjammer is also kind of a month, like 2 months ago. Liberty's like 3 months ago, and then the older teams are down in the bot. Doesn't mean that they're not as good. Sinister Six is actually a pretty solid team. What else do we have? Infinity Watch, I've been meaning to build that team, but I have not built that team. What else is good? Darkhold, I believe, is pretty good. Gamma is really good. Masters of Evil. Oh, the game will make you build this Masters of Evil team. It's not a wonderful team, but they'll make you do it. Horseman is really, really strong, but that takes a lot of effort to actually get the units for that. So, but yeah, you can go through the squads and you can see what the different teams are, and then when you have units in these different teams, they will light up. Like I think oh no, not that. One of these here, I think it had Cosmo lit up. Yeah, in the Nowhere team. Actually, that Nowhere team is pretty decent too. Nowhere team is pretty decent. What else? Pegasus I actually like. I think a lot of people consider it a little bit average, above average. I think it's a great team. Yeah. I think it's a great team. I also use a different Iron Man in is the Iron Man the one I have switched out, or is the other one I have switched out? This Extreme X-Men is a really, really good team. Hive Mind is a really good team. Out of Time is pretty good too. Cabal is strong. Spider Society is very strong as well. There's a Alpha Flight is another good one. Illuminati feels like it just keeps getting better. Orkais. I don't know how you pronounce that. One of those one of those pronunciations is a really solid team as well. But yeah, you can decide on your teams from there. So we're gonna go through or you can get a good starter on your teams from there, and you can see what teams you can even build. So we're gonna go through, and we are going to play a little bit more of the campaign, and we will trait synergies. And we will come back when we have some more unlocked. So we completed some objectives. We are at the Punisher stage now, where we can fight here. And they gave us some shards initially. So we have like 40 shards of Punisher. So now we're able to finish off our Punisher shards and actually grab him. And then we can also do a sneaky skip trick and do one of the game's mechanics that it wants you to do, and not sneaky at all, of using the skip and getting all, because we have a bunch of energy right now, using the skip and getting all the resources from multiple runs of the level, which is nice. And if you're coming from other games that require you to actually play through the entire level, it's nice to just be able to skip and not, I mean, you can't just skip all day every day, because like the amount of resources it takes power cores that it takes is going to continue to go up and up and up and up. So you can't really reliably use that and just skip everything. But yeah, you can skip these things, and you don't have to do the entire dungeon run in normal time. So let's see what that's all about. Oh, we get some pieces to actually upgrade Punisher as well. I wish there was an option. Sometimes it's loading things in the middle of, like the first time we run a stage, it's like, we're going to load the resources for that stage. I wish we could just load everything in advance. That'd be great. So now we have enough shards for Punisher. And we can grab him. And then we can also, let's train him. And this should have a button right here. Usually it has a button right here to be able to equip everything. So it looks like we actually don't have all the gear that we need, because it looks like something is going to be needed for 2 different areas. No, I guess not. Oh, maybe that button doesn't appear just yet. Okay. Maybe it's like you have to hit a certain level for that to appear. So we can grab all of this. And then do one of these. It's just going to make all these units much stronger, especially for where we are. We'll be able to blow through all of these campaign missions. We can auto-win here. We don't need to go crazy with this one. We'll equip this. We'll upgrade this to the next level. She is now tier 2. Oh, we can't do Spider-Man yet. Feels bad. We can still upgrade some of these things, but we can't finish him and give him tier 2 just yet. I don't want to do everything, though. Get some more Hulk pieces. Hulk is actually a decent unit that he's easy to get. You can get all of the Hulk pieces through these achievements, and he's actually a pretty solid unit. He's usable in a couple teams. The Gamma team is really the one that is the best team, though. Best team that he's in. And then there's also Red Hulk, which is a great unit for another team. It is the Horsemen team. So it's that Morgan Le Fay, Apocalypse. Let's do some auto wins here. Get a couple more Punisher pieces. Level up our account. Thank you very much. Get some more power cores. Skip the story because, of course, because I'm always skipping story. Yeah. Let's grab these 2. Sorry, dog. The dog is not. I feel like we really don't need the healer right now. Famous last words. If we just level up more than the stages we're trying to complete, we really shouldn't need the healer. But I know we're going to need the healer for some things, I'm sure. We're going to need some kind of sustain. I'm trying to think of what the best, like what a nice early game team is. I think one of the early ones that I built was the Spider Society. I was just trying to build the Spider Society and the X-Men team, Extreme X-Men, as quickly as I could. So those are the teams I was specifically trying to work on, and anything else I was just putting in whatever was strong, I think. What else is in that Horseman team? Apocalypse, Morgan Le Fay, Rogue, Red Hulk, and Archangel from X-Men. The team is basically X-Men. So what do we have for this next? It's since it's an emulator, it's taking a little bit longer to actually load than it would on a normal device, though. So just keep that in mind. So we'll go through these next stages, and we'll see what I think is the Black Panther is the last one for this this row of missions in the campaign. So we just finished the Black Panther mission, which means we unlock the events now. Let's see what we have. A Cursed Challenge and Sinister Skirmish. I think the Sinister Skirmishes, why you have to name it that, Scopely, I don't know, because now I'm tongue-tied. I think this is just a one-and-done event, though, to get some pieces for the Sinister Six, which is a solid team. If you have the opportunity to build, yeah, here we go. So you should have the opportunity here to build the Sinister Six team from the very beginning. I suppose we could have maybe seen the story bit. The story's not bad. I skip the story in every game because I do. Because of course I do. Which it's really a struggle when the game is entirely story and nothing else. Like, this is a story-driven game with no action or gameplay. It's just a story. I'm like, okay. skip to the credits. And I'm done. Easiest game ever. Yeah, I couldn't play those visual novel games. I wouldn't know what to do. Oh, we get to borrow Agent Venom. I think I still haven't even built him on the main account. I'm pretty sure, because I haven't really needed to. I have pieces for him. I don't know how many pieces I have, but I haven't really needed to build him for any. He's not in any of the core teams, I don't think. That's why. He looks cool. But I have not actually used him. How many more do we have? 2 more units. I don't know why they do this one by one. To add to the dramatic story effect. And then we should be good to go with 100 pieces of, what is this, Vulture? This one? Oh, Lizard Man. Let's see. What is it going to take to get the other pieces of the other Sinister Six, though? Is it something we could do right now and then do a little time lapse? I don't need to do that. All about timing, ground support. Let's see if we can upgrade our. And this is the current one, the Curse Challenge. So. Oh, nice. We get Groot. We get Rocket Raccoon. I see him back there. What else? More resources. So these right here that you can barely see faintly in the background, those are for those are pieces of a box, and the box contains XP materials. So let's grab this lizard. And then we also should be able to level him up again. Yeah. To 3 stars. So he's actually going to be our strongest unit. He's a damage dealer also. And if we really want to make a little bit faster progress, we can. Yeah. Oh, daily objectives. They keep adding more. Oh, thank you for all the extra levels. Black Widow. Wow. Yeah, it's going fast, isn't it? You guys are like, "Oh, how'd you get all those different units?" Like, cuz it's not a crazy amount of time. So I want to get some more pieces for Black Panther. We didn't 3-star, so we can only auto run when we can 3-star a mission. So let's see what we have in here for our units. Oh, she probably died and I wasn't paying attention. Yeah. So I upgraded some of the units a bit. So everything is level 7 right now. Everything has gear equipped. So it should be much stronger than the last run. We should be able to 3-star this and grab those pieces for Black Panther and continue along with our missions. And I just want to auto run quite a bunch to just try to level up as much as possible. So the higher our player level, the more things we have unlocked, the higher our characters can be. Which could be a problem if we run out of XP for our units and we're trying to upgrade everything at the same time. So we really should only be upgrading, for right now, our core team, whatever our core team is. And maybe our core team should be Sinister 6. So let's try to grab those. Oh, actually, can we even use Sinister 6 here? I think we might only be able to use heroes in here. Hence, heroes assemble. Skipperino. Yeah, because I don't think they even gave us Lizard Man as an option, if I recall correctly. And they will actually tell you what the requirements for every level is, and what things are limited, which usually for these campaigns not really too much of an issue. Now we can auto win these stages and level up our account. It's kind of the fast way to do things. Level 8, and then we get more energy, and then we get more power cores, and then we can also... We can't do any more of this specific stage because any of these character shard stages, we are limited. Well, actually, these ones were limited too. It's just we have more limits to them. So we can grab these as well. We can do as much as we can. I'm not going to refresh anything. I don't really... In very limited situations. Yeah, so level 9, we got Hawkeye. We didn't get it from the stage. We just got it from hitting level 9 for our account. And we will come back to that in a bit. But this is why I like to do this. And easy farm. Level 10. Unlock the strike pass. Thank you very much. Look how much progress we are making, guys. It's so crazy. I mean, it's not that crazy. But we now will have much, much, much stronger units. And we can go over here and we can see what else we've unlocked. I'm sure we have some achievements in here. We get some more Hulk pieces. Do our daily... Oh, actually, they want to show us this strike pass here. Yeah, I just want to grab these cores. This is very very valuable, this over here. So the bottom row is the free, and then the top row is you have to activate, so that's a paid thing. But this is, if you're actively playing the game, this is really, really, really valuable. You get a lot of pieces of very strong units. Like, this is... the units up here, this is kind of wild this month, what you get for that top pass. That's yeah. I did not realize. I wasn't really paying attention on the other account even to what was in the past this month. So, but there's a lot of good stuff. Oh, we got the challenges. Yeah, I'm not going to do this right now. This is nice though to grab gold. Grab gold, grab supplies. So these medical supplies, these are for, well, there's 3 different things that they're for, but one of them is for Blitz. One of them is to regen some HP for some of your units in Raid. And then this one is for different pieces for a different way. It's kind of like awakening your units in a way. And then this is more pieces for equipping your units. And then we have this is XP, and this is for skills. So many different things. And then these are more equipment for units. So let's see what else we have. Milestones. I will grab this just free. Oh, Rhino for free. That's a 3-star Rhino too. It's enough for 3. I don't know why I went back to challenges. Let's go to achievements. It's going to be a while before we can get the Hulk. Oh, we get medic pieces. That's not bad. Try Ultra Cores today. Let's game all these. Oh, nice. We can do some summons there. 10 pieces of Wolverine. Let's go to supplies. Let's grab this premium orb. We're not going to get enough pieces for actually. Oh, okay. It's more than I thought. I was going to say we're not going to actually get enough pieces to summon something. Jarvis Orb. We might get something from here. Let's see. We might get lucky. Bunch of little amounts of pieces here or there. Nothing. Not really a huge handful. Just tiny bit. Everything else is locked right now. So let's see what we have in the roster. Let's upgrade. We can upgrade quite a lot of stuff. We can recruit Hawkeye. We can grab a 3-star Rhino. There's a lot of stuff, man. There's a lot of stuff. And then we can do the Sinister 6 missions. So 15 to get the 1-star Rhino. Some of them you can recruit at 1-star. Some of them you can't recruit until you have enough pieces for a 3-star one. I don't know why they chose certain things to do certain ways. But this one, you could, as soon as you have 15 pieces, you can actually summon Rhino. Even though we had enough for a 3-star. As we just made Rhino our most upgraded unit. If you ask me the logic behind that, I would say the slider was in front of me. And that's why I did it. It's wild to see these small numbers because later on in the game, it's just like tens of thousands of stat increases every time. It gets crazy. I don't think we'll do much with Hawkeye right now. I mean, we already have more units than, like, I don't want to juggle too much. So we have more units that I really want to juggle right now. 9 XP chips. And we're going to be able to up. Oh, no, we're not. What do we need? Level 12. Okay. Level 12 to do that. Go to achievement. Oh, look at all look at all this that we've achieved. Oh, we actually can grab Hulk. Okay. Nice. That was fast since we can grab him at 2 stars. 16 pieces. 16 green chips. Fitting, Hulk. Fitting. Green chips. And some of these different things that we're equipping to these units are similar to others, and some of these are independent for each unit. Like this is for Hulk. However, if we go to Spider-Man, if we go to, I don't know why I have to say it like that. Like these are Luke Cage's bracers. You have Punisher's vest. You have Spider-Man's web shooter. I was going to say web slinger. So some of them are specific to the units. But now we're upgrading things further than they really need to be for these stages that we're trying to complete. So we should be able to get that. Is Vulture the next one? I keep thinking it's Vulture. Oh, so now Punishers are most upgraded. Okay, so we can still... We can't upgrade these yet, though. We need character at level 15 to actually upgrade those some more. And those skill upgrades shouldn't be that hard to come by. The last ones are the challenging ones, but everything else is kind of easier. So let's go through and let us grab. Not why do I always think everything is Vulture? Vulture is the fourth one. Mysterio. I just want to use our strongest units, regardless of what they are. Yeah. And we will come back after we get. We should. Can we do all 5? We might be able to do all 5 and get the Sinister 6 team. I think that would be nice to see an actual team in action. We're back. We were able to do all 5 fairly easily, which means we have the Sinister 6 team, and I think we have everything, or we should have everything at 3 stars after it is fully upgraded. So let's see where we are. And then we can actually see how a team functions with all of this synergy, even though we're going to be stronger than everything else regardless. But we should be able to climb fairly high with that team. Yeah, and that just goes away after it is after you do it. So you only do it once and then it's done. Let's grab this. 25. That's not bad. That's not bad because you just get pieces from them, but that's a decent unit. I don't know where I'm going, man. let's actually do what we're supposed to be doing. So Kraven is a... So, okay, so you need to have the 3 stars to recruit. I mean, not that it really matters because everyone gets the 100 pieces from those events anyway. But it is a 3-star to recruit. So let's upgrade the rest of the units that we have here. What do we need for level 12? Can we grab a little bit more? No, we already did all these, right? Yeah, we'll do this. And we should... I didn't even see what team we had, but it really doesn't matter. We're going to be able to do this just fine. So we'll do this. We will get to level 12. We will upgrade things as much as possible, and then we'll see what we can blow through. Should be nice. We are done with Chapter 2 of the Heroes section. Heroes Assemble section. So now we've just opened up the Villains United section, which means that we are actually able to use... I don't know if I showed this. We are actually able to use all of the units that we just upgraded. So we have Lizard, we have Kraven the Hunter, Rhino. We're actually not going to use Rhino. Those two, Mysterio, Vulture. I thought these were going to be all next to each other. Spider Slayers, actually, we can upgrade a little bit more. Very nice. I think we might have not had this before. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like we just completed some of the stages that we needed to. Level up again. If we level up one more level, we can open Blitz as well. Which is it's like the first element of PvP, but it's kind of like PvP light. It's not arena, it's not live arena. It's also not guild battles. So it is kind of like the light version of PvP. It's super quick, and after like the first month of the game, you're not even going to be paying attention. You're just going to be autoing Blitz and with whatever, just throwing units in there that have energy to spare. So... But in the beginning, it's going to be nice. So, it's just, yeah, like I said, it's like PvP light. Oh, I didn't know we could upgrade Vulture some more. And Mysterio as well. We should just be blowing through all of this then. with all these upgrades. Not that these are high level anything by any means, by any stretch of the imagination. It's just we're definitely higher level than we need to be for this content. And we can grab all of these things. And here, I want to also mention another thing right now because of how many units we have. So Scopely, they like to say, oh, you can get up to like 13 different... I'm pretty sure that is the number they keep saying is like you can unlock 13 different Marvel heroes in your first month of the game. Like, we are in day one. We've been playing for like 2 hours, something like that. And we have 15 units. And I promise you we can unlock like at least 25 the first day. So I think that they're very much underselling the amount of stuff that you can get immediately in the game. So let's do, now we have, so this is the Villains United. And we can skip the story, of course. But we can actually use, they're loading all the Sinister Six that we just built. So we have a team power of 2954. I didn't see how much they recommend for this level. Might take a bit to load. Here we are. Let's see how strong. Got to auto as usual. I mean, we could also manual. We could see what all the... That's what happens. That's what happens when the unit is too strong. You just one-shot everything immediately. It took longer to load the match than it took to complete it. We did a little bit more farming for Villains United, and now we've unlocked Blitz. So we can take a look at what that is, even though we don't have... I mean, we really don't need teams for Blitz. You can just throw in some random units. One of the sneaky tricks, though, is it will match you up... Well, let's actually just go see Blitz mode and see what I'm talking about. It will match you up with players... Not players. It will match you up with teams that are the same level as you are. Yep, continue. Let's go here. Win Shuri shards. I think I got really, really lucky with Shuri pieces from a couple pulls. And I just got a maxed out Shuri super early, and I barely use it, but I don't have the rest of the Wakanda stuff built. So I have half of it, but yeah, let's do... We don't really need to select a squad every time, so we can change team. And we can actually do... You know what? Let's go set these teams, actually. Or we might not have the option. Yeah, I don't think we have actually the option yet. So we have to reach a higher level to unlock that stuff. So we have to do it manually right now. I see. It's like we accidentally clicked to battle. Yeah. But also you're going to be, at a certain point, it's going to unlock the auto. And you're going to be autoing this stuff. For Blitz anyway. For the other stuff, it's not going to be autoing, but for the normal arena. So here we are in Blitz, and we can go through and we can do this manually. They have an Avengers team, actually, which is surprisingly not the strongest team. So we've got the Fight and Flight, attack primary adjacent targets for 110 damage, apply offense down, 30% chance to apply slow for 2 turns, attack gains 1000% extra focus. We have the supersonic attack all enemies, 120% damage, reduce speed bar by 5%. This attack deals additional 50% damage to targets below 50% max health. I want to do this anyway because this is the AoE, and I want to also reduce the speed bar, even though we don't get the full value out of it right now. We have 2 units here that are like tanky, taunt style. Oh, we don't have enough energy. Tanky taunt style units, though. Oh, apparently not that tanky. Not that tanky. Attack all enemies, 100% damage. Our team is just a better team, though, in terms of the meta and how strong the synergies are together. So, like, they're supposed to be relatively similar power level, but we don't need to do that. We just do skill 1. But for Blitz, they're supposed to find enemy teams that have the same power level that that your team has, roughly. Although that there's more of an advantage in your favor, lower levels of Blitz, because you can actually go up to 8 levels of Blitz. And like when you get to level 8, there's more points, but there is, I'll show you there, tier 1. So here we are, tier 1. If we win 4 matches, we go on to tier 2. And if we lose a match after that point, we go back down to tier 1. But you can, like, let's say we're at tier 2 and we have 3 matches won in tier 2, and then we lose the last one, it'll still keep us at tier 2. It'll just remove all of our little yellow bars at the top left-hand corner. So let's change our team. I hate that we have to change it manually. I mean, not the first time, but we have to change this manually. We can also set this over here. I don't know if it's not on cooldown. Yeah. So we can choose that to make sure that we don't have cooldowns on our units. And I was mentioning earlier some of the challenges that it will give you energy for Blitz. And that's the energy that you will use. So you can use the units that are kind of on cooldown because it gave them a little 5 extra energy. We can take a look at that again. Okay, so it requires 5 extra energy to use any of these units that we just used, if we would like to do that. But we don't have to. We can just do this, and then we can use whatever units are strong. But I would recommend actually not using... There's a sneaky trick, not using whatever units are strong, and trying to have one unit in... is kind of like a later stage trick, is having one unit that can kind of solo everything, and then 4 other weak units. This way, it will pair you up against a team where you have 1 strong enemy and 4 weak enemies. And then as long as you can solo that 1 strong enemy, you're good to go. So that's the only thing that you have to worry about. So that's a little sneaky trick that I don't know how, I'm sure everyone knows that's been playing the game for a while. But that's something that I figured out, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of sneaky trick. You can also, over here, new opponent, you can click this a couple times. It'll only give you an option of 3 different teams, but you can see different teams, and you can choose whichever one you think is the one that you're most likely to be able to beat with the team that you have. It will give you this little indicator, this little meter in the middle. Since it's blue, we have a definite advantage. We have 2089 points power level, and the enemy has 970. So if we keep doing this, 960, 961, all of these are... We are way stronger than everything else. That kind of happens at tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4. And then you get into like tier 7, tier 8. It will be, a lot of them will be stronger than you. So, and then like tier 5 and tier 6 will be about even. I think about there. I mean, there's exceptions to the rule, but yeah. Be aware, another thing, that sometimes you will be a little bit stronger than the opponent, but they'll have like a really good synergy team of like really meta units, and they can still stomp on you even if you're like 20% stronger than they are. So be aware of that. We can battle this. It'll take a while to load because we're running on an emulator. Okay, so the enemy already opened up with an attack from Captain Marvel. We're just going to stomp on this, though, because we are just a massively higher power. We have, like, if you're double the power of them, it's basically over as soon as it starts. Like, there's a little bit that they can make up for. Like I said, 20% is fine, but yeah, we were what, 2,000? They were like 970 or something like that. So, and now we can fight again, and we can use we can battle again with the energy. It's up here. Although if we want to get more, we can do those challenges that I was mentioning earlier. We can claim some of these resources, and we can go back. The more units you have overall, the more Blitz you can do without even using any energy at all. So that is a nice thing and you don't need to have these units upgraded heavily because, again, it will kind of match things roughly to where you are. Even though I know we're overpowering these things, but that just happens in like level 1, level 2, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. So that's not going to continue to happen. They are actually going to balance them to your level, but 3 supply purchases. There's nothing I really want from here, though, especially for... Well, actually, this might not be bad. Just to get some of these resources. Yeah, because we don't have any, do we? Oh, it's not even showing us. I wonder if this is a emulator thing that's not showing us any resources that we have in our possession. Okay, well, we're actually starting to build that spider team. Spider Society. That's really nice. Superior... The Sinister Six, there is a Superior Six team as well. That's why I started to say Superior Six. But that is Green Goblin, and you have to get him a different way than what we just did. So we just opened 5 different packs right there. 5 different orbs. Sorry, orbs right there at the same time. And we have the Blitz rewards, which we don't really have anything from here. We could take a look here. There's actually some nice units over here. This Spider-Man Pavitor is part of the Spider Society 2. Mockingbird Spider Slayer we have. Silver Surfer's a nice... He can kind of solo things more than he probably should. Yeah, there's quite a lot of units in just this one as well. And then we have all of the different... Some of them are for like raids. And then some of them are for arena. Some of these different things up here. And then this last one over here is for if you max out on characters, it will give you more points to spend in this shop over here with your excess character shards. So... Oh, no. What now? What now? I don't want to read that. That's too much information. Too much information. Actually, I think we can use some skill ups. We should probably call it a day, though, because this is probably way too... Thank you. It's probably way too long of a video. It's definitely way too long of a video, but you know how I roll. Anything here in the inbox? Oh, you know what else I want to do is... Well, let's claim this. 2 million. That's a lot of resources. That is a lot of resources. Wow. That is a ridiculous amount of resources for a new... They're really being generous to new players. That is ridiculous. I think I might have to restart the game to claim that. Sometimes that happens. Let's... Not the roster. But I want to show you guys exactly how much 2 million those resources. Okay, so we see right here. I don't know what they're called. Shop credits? Yeah, so they converted a lot of the different smaller individual resources for different areas into shop credits. That's a recent thing that happened like 2 weeks ago. And that made it so much easier to buy things from like whatever shop you want instead of needing a specific amount of like specific credits for specific shops. So it's much easier to like target any units you are looking for. We have 2 million. We can buy 5 pieces of this for 2,000. We could buy this for 2,000. Like we just keep going. We just buy whatever we want. It's absolutely ridiculous. And if we wanted to also, if we really wanted to push to get characters fast, I can't believe they give 2 million. Like, we're still at 2 million. We just scratched the surface. We still have 2 million left. 1,997,300 left. So sorry. I cannot believe they give out 2 million. That is wild. At the very beginning. We can buy pieces of every single one of these, and we still have 1.98 million left. But we don't have the actual units yet. We're just picking up pieces of the units. But if we want to do, we have 1,714 power cores. We can refresh for 50. And we can get, I want to pick these up before we refresh for 50. Oh, so many. This is ridiculous, though. This is ridiculous. We can pick up 1,000 of these. Which one did I? Oh. I guess we'll pick up Ronin. I don't know. I never get too excited about it. But it's crazy. 1.94 million left. The other ones are less popular. They're less meta. They're kind of like B tier units. So we can do this, refresh, and then we spent 50 power cores, and now we can do the entire thing again. Look at that. And if we wanted to keep going, we can effectively get a crap ton of units very, very fast. But I suppose this is what Scopely is trying to do to make it easier for new players to catch up. Is, hey, here, have 2 million shop credits. Look, we're 1.9 million left. And this is another thing that I was saying is, like, they say you can get 13 different heroes in the first month. I'm saying you can get 30 in the first day and then continue to get even more than that. That should wrap it up for today. Super long video, I know, but I wanted to go through the beginner experience of Marvel Strike Force. And again, I want to mention that you can download the game using the QR code or the link in the description. And be sure to use the promo code Bucky to unlock Red Guardian, Yelena Belova, Ghost, Winter Soldier, and Taskmaster to celebrate Marvel Studios' Thunderbolts. And for a limited time, you can unlock Ironheart in celebration of the upcoming Marvel television show Ironheart. And the way to do that is to go up to the top right-hand corner, and then as soon as you sign in with Scopely, you connect your account with your Scopely account, then you will have a place that pops up here to redeem the code. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you again to Scopely for sponsoring the channel. Always a pleasure, and I will see you guys, as always, in the next one.